Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two league games for you. We are at home against Cliftonville and away against Coleraine. Since you were last with us, we have continued to be absolutely spot on. We've played 19 league games, we have won 19 league games. We are in two cup finals and we're in a semi-final of the SPFL Cup as well. And as you can see, we're 16 points clear of Linfield at the moment. They do have 3 games in hand, and they've only lost 1 game this season, which was against ourselves. So if they win all of their games in hand, they'll only be 7 points behind us. So it's still incredibly close, in all honesty, considering the fact that we've won every single game. It is a lot closer than I would have thought. What I'll do, I'll just have a quick look at the league table. As you can see, we've just continued to win every single game. We've had a number of cup games come in and go as well, and we're winning games for with considerable score lines. The only reason we're coming back at this point is purely just to break things up a little bit, and then we have a cup final in the next episode, and we will follow it up with another cup final and a Trust Trophy semi-final in the following episode. So in relation to the way everything's going in the league, I'm not going to really show you too many league games now because, like I say, there's no point in showing you everything um, if we continue to do what we're doing. 19 wins out of 19, 71 goal difference. We really are tearing the league apart. And we've got 4 goal scorers that are near or more than 20 goals in all competitions. And we've got more that are in double figures as well. So we really are dominating in every avenue at the moment. Osman and Brecken top of the assist rankings. Average rating, again, we're very much top. Clean sheets, Josh Keeley is on 9. Man of the matches, Ogwuru's got 7 so far with Fletcher on 4. Top scorer, Luca Fletcher with 22 at the moment. Ogwuru just behind him, joint with Parkhouse. The only issue we may have is contracts. Because we're doing so well, and obviously we've had a little bit of experience in European competition, we're finding it difficult. We tried to renew 1 or 2 players' contracts, and the issue we're finding is they want over £1,000 a week. So we can renew contracts, it's not a problem, but there's only so many players that we can do that with. We've got plenty of spare wage budget, and yes, with the squad that we've got, we're looking very, very strong. But it's one of those things we don't want to be overspending if we can help it. Um, I tried to, I- I've overall I've tried to keep the wages down, but it's going to be very very difficult to do that for next season. But of course, if we win the league and everything this season, then we will be looking for another job. We've been offered a Scottish Premier League job with Hibernian, which obviously we've turned down at the moment because we haven't completed the Northern Ireland side of things, and we'll just play it by ear and see exactly what turns up. Here's Ward coming down the right hand side, lays it back to Norton Coffey, chance to get it into the penalty area, finds Ward, lays it across, and it's fallen nicely for Luca Fletcher. And 5 minutes in, and once again, we take the lead in a match. And again, I'm only showing you these couple of league games because at one point Cliftonville were actually within that top 3. Coleraine are, but we are 20 points ahead of Coleraine at the moment. So it really is just to fill the void a little bit, because otherwise we'll be going straight through to cup finals and the end of the season, basically, given the way things are going. Here is Ward cutting into the penalty area, plays it across, and Jeff Osman is there with his 6th goal of the season. It's 2 goals in 2 minutes, and it looks like it's going to be another very straightforward result for us. We've completely destroyed the league this year so far. Um, Lairn ran us close until we scored 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. And Linfield, again, they ran us close for a portion of the game, but in the end, our quality did just shine through and we won very comfortably. So it's the Linfield games that it'll come down to. Obviously, if we win against them, then it's pretty much going to be assured that we'll win the title this year. And it's just going to be a case of seeing how many trophies we can actually win. I can't see us losing too many matches considering how we're playing at the moment. Great ball in there from Osman, but Odamusu doing well to make the claim. Oguru was there in waiting, but Again, very well done to the keeper for making that claim. He launched it forward, and Ryan wins the header. O'Connor couldn't get there properly, and Taylor into Nione, and now Ryan into Nione, and now Ogwuru lays it all the way back to Grant. And the other thing that surprised me as well, we've managed to rotate and not have any problems at all in terms of form and consistency. It's been very refreshing. Ward into Ogwuru, lays it across, and Fletcher didn't read it. Osman plays it back into Fletcher, though, and the header goes millimetres wide of the keeper's right-hand post, and it remains 2-0, but I can see us scoring another couple of goals today if we can keep up this kind of pressure. Con Clark inside to Devlin. Now Egberts lays it back to Grivosti. Into Egberts again. They're just trying to pack the midfield a little bit, and they had 3 or 4 players on that left-hand side there. Tried to overload our fullback, but it didn't really work. Ifeanyi getting an opportunity again in goal today. He's done pretty well, to be fair, when he's coming in goal, and he's looked very assured. But obviously, because of our dominance going forward in the number of goals that we're scoring, obviously it will make our defence and goalkeepers look better anyway. So it is what it is. Here is Ward trying to get past Singleton. It's a good tackle. Taylor into Luca Fletcher. Good turn. And he fires it in. I don't know if it took a slight deflection from the defender, but it definitely hit the keeper, but he couldn't keep it out. And at 3-0 after 20 minutes, 20 league wins on the bounce for this season. Obviously, we had a winning run toward the end of last season as well, so I'm not too sure how many games it is altogether. But we're not looking like we're going to drop anything at the moment. And again, this is why I've not shown you too many league games so far this season. It's just been total dominance from this side that we've managed to put together here. And it'll be a shame to leave. But especially this season, we're already in 2 cup finals. We're in the SPFL Trophy semi-final, which will be a tough game. We're against Championship Scottish side Wraith Rovers, so that could be an interesting tie for us. And it'll be good to see how we measure up against the Championship side. But of course, we did superbly when we played in the European qualifiers. So I think we've got every chance of doing well in those games as well. Nione into Fletcher. That's a good save from the keeper. And of course, episodes at the moment are a little bit longer because we're just creating so many chances. It's highlight after highlight. And Norton Cuffy swings into that far post. It's going to be cleared away. And Odomusu claims it relatively comfortably. Thompson here with a throw for Cliftonville. O'Connor back into Thompson. Plays it back into O'Connor. It's a good interception, but it's a bit of a poor play on that right-hand side. Norton Cuffy and Ward, I think, getting in each other's way a bit there, and Divine finishing it quite comfortably. And in terms of chance creation, Cliftonville have done quite well. They're pretty close to us in terms of the actual match stats. But we're just too good going forward. We really are. We take so many of our chances this season. And Luca Fletcher makes a good turn there. Gets the strike away, and it's only just over the bar. I thought that was flying into the top corner for a moment. Possession-wise, again, we're looking pretty dominant. And even at 3-1, we're looking very, very comfortable at the moment. Incidentally, I was just keeping an eye on the other fixtures. Linfield aren't playing today. So, again, it's something that we just have to keep an eye on. And we'll let the lads know that we need them to maintain their focus in this second half. A 2-goal advantage can be a little bit dangerous sometimes. You tend to, some teams, and I've seen it a million times, they do take things for granted when it's a 2-goal advantage. But with the quality we have in this side, I'm not too concerned. As Norton Cuffy comes down this right-hand side, finds Ward, chance to get it into the penalty area, and Devlin manages to clear. And Osman now, chance to get it in the penalty area again, and he swings it in, and Ogwuru is there, and it's cleared off the line by Grivosti. In fact, Ogwuru actually handballed. But the keeper came out for that one and didn't really get anywhere near it. So it's a little bit of nervousness creeping in to the Cliftonville defence there. We're just going to pause there for a minute, 25 minutes to go. Norton Cuffy is struggling a little bit, so we'll switch Luke Grant out to right back. We'll get Damien Rawdon on at centre back. And Osman, I would have taken him off, but we haven't got Mfonki on the bench. I think he's injured, actually, if I remember correctly. We'll get Elliot Walker and Kyle Hudlin on up front. Hudlin, again, he was one that we wanted to extend the contract of. He wants £1.5 a week. He's currently on £350 a week. So you can see where the difficulties lie. But I mean, he's had a very good season, hasn't he? He's entitled to a pay rise for sure, but 5 times the amount he was on before, a little bit extreme. Grant plays it in, and it's a poor pass really, and Odamusu with a very comfortable claim. Um, and at 3-1, it's actually one of the worst leads that we've had that we're looking to take into towards these final 20 minutes as it gets swung in there and Grant does what's clear. Neone into Kyle Hudlin. He's got Elliot Walker making a run in support and Hudlin's still going. Good play. Plays back to Neone. Ryan Ward, free in the area. Slight deflection off the defender. And there is the standard 4-1 that we've come accustomed to seeing amongst our goal scoring prowess this season. And again, the other advantage we've got, we're getting goals from everywhere as well. Midfield is really being a great contributor again this season. Even the wingers, even though we've dropped them back, again, they've been fantastic for us. Both Osman and Ward not played quite as much football as they did last season. We've got really good rotational options. I mean, Mfonkiu, who came in from Manchester City, of course, he's only on £150 a week and he's a breakthrough prospect, but he has played quite a few games for us this year and he's really played well for the most part when he's come in as well. And Con Clark now trying to get past Rawdon, swings it in. Morgan was there. It's a good header clear from Grant. And now Devine into McLean. And now Singleton plays it forward looking for Devine again. And there is Morgan. That's a shocking header from the Cliftonville forward. And it remains 4-1. And again, it's going to be a comfortable victory. But we still have to go out there and get the job done. And I genuinely feel that we could potentially do an invincible season this season from a domestic perspective because we're not showing too many weaknesses. And with the number of goal scoring talents we've got at the club, we're looking very, very comfortable. Because, like I say, we've got 4 players that are nearly on 20 goals this season. Obviously, we know Fletcher has got 20 odd league goals, but Hudlin's not far behind, and neither's Walker or Aguero. So, a great result, 4-1 win once again. And that was our Derby Day delight, that one. A 4-1 victory over our rivals. And obviously, 4 games in hand. We're 19 points clear of Linfield. But again, they're still playing in Europe, which is why they haven't done quite as much. But they're still sat second in the league. 5 games in hand over the Chasing Park. 3 points clear of Portadown. I mean, we're 22 points clear of them. It just shows how relentless we've been this season, I think. Portadown, incidentally, have probably had one of the best results against us in just losing 2-0, which is a bit of a strange thing to say. But, I mean, we've won every game and we're scoring a lot of goals. It's really, really nice. I will just double check, actually, before we break off for the game against Coleraine, just to see exactly what we're looking at in terms of goals in all competitions. So Kyle Hudlin's actually got 20 goals. Oguru's only got 17. I thought he got more than that. 27 in all competitions for Luca Fletcher and 18 for Elliot Walker. But Hudlin, 20 goals in 13 starts and 14 substitute appearances. That is a phenomenal goal return. But we could end up with 4 strikers all achieving more than 20 goals this season. And that feels completely mental to say that, in all honesty. Neone's on double figures. He's managed to get 11 goals. Breckin's currently on 7. Ryan Ward could be the next one. He's on 9. 15 assists he's got this season. 17 assists for Colin O'Toole. And both of these have been rotating. Again, the goal return from these set pieces and everything has been phenomenal. Cian Breckin, 12 assists and 7 goals. It's 19 goal contributions in 19 starts. Can't ask for more than that. And even defensively, I mean, we've had 3 goals from Vasim Alvarez. Damien Rawdon, who's normally the set piece danger, he's yet to score this season. But Norton Coffey with 4 goals, all from the penalty spot. 3 goals for Luke Messam, 1 for Healy Byrne, who actually played right wing when he got that goal. We've got them coming from everywhere. It's just defensively we lack a few goals, but in midfield, everybody has scored a goal. Every single player that's played in midfield for us this season has scored. Can't argue with that at all. Bear with me. We'll be back in a week's time for the game away at Coleraine, and hopefully more of the same. Okay then, guys, here we go for the game against Coleraine. There's going to be a couple of changes today. Vassim Alvarez wants a bit more football. Cameron's actually suspended anyway, so he will come in today. Keely's back in goal for Ifeanyi. It wants Neveson to play left wing. I'm not too sure why. And Rawdon will come in for Luke Grant. Um, yeah, I think, yeah, so Mfonke is injured. I thought he was. Um, so Osman, we will keep on that left-hand side despite slight fitness concerns with him. He does want a bit of a rest. Obviously, we are playing a lot of football because of the congestion of fixtures, but he'll continue to play for now, and hopefully we'll do all right. Kean Breckin's missed out for a couple of games as well, so I think, to be fair, we'll bring him back into the fold, and we'll leave Taylor out. More can be dropped, and we'll do it like that. And I don't think it matters too much, to be honest. I think we're very, very strong in all avenues, as I mentioned before. It's just a case of going out there and getting the job done. We are away from home. It doesn't seem to have hindered us at all so far this season. But we have got to be on top of our game to get a result. They're throwing 7 players back. They've got a 5 defensive setup with 2 holding midfielders. So it's going to be tough to break down. But I feel that if we get one, we'll get a few. But Haddock here swings it in, and Keeley forced into making an early save there. Coleraine making a very positive start to the match. McKendry with a corner swung into that near post, and there is the header, and it's just over the crossbar. And remains 0-0, but good start for Coleraine. It's the first time we've really seen us struggle to take hold in the opening 10 minutes. Messam here to Osman, back to Messam. Plays it into Osman again. Just holding on to it, finds Messam in space. Kian Breckin now has support, finds Nione. Now Osman, and that's a good save from Brown. In fact, he didn't save it, it just went over. But again, a very well worked move, and we looked very, very good in that move as well. We moved the ball very, very well, and we clearly found a way to break down their defensive resilience. Here is Smythe. Tried to play it into Haddock, and Alvarez intercepted, finding Fletcher, and now Breckin on the counter attack. Just holds the ball up superbly. Ward with a first time cross. Luca Fletcher's header just over the bar, and again, a very good counter attack from us. And we have to feel that a goal is coming with the run of results that we've had. And easily dealt with there from Norton Cuffy. Ward switching the play quite poorly. He rushed it a little, if truth be told there. Anna into Smythe, and now McGonigal. Coming down the left, good interception from Ryan Ward, and lays it into Rawdon, who launches it forward. And again, there's not really a target there. We're just struggling to get a bit of a foothold in this game in the opening 20 minutes or so. And Ellison launches it forward. Good interception again from Rawdon. And this time he finds a teammate in Ogwuru, and he plays it in to Ward. Coming down the right-hand side, lays it back to the edge of the penalty area. Ogwuru into Luke Messam. And that's a great hit from the young left-back. And it's in off the inside of the post. We do take a deserved lead in the end. And a very well-worked move. Ogwuru, the ball just got played behind him, so he couldn't get a strike away. He did have to cut back on himself, but he laid it into Messam, touch out of his feet, lovely finish off the inside of the post. And Brown didn't really have a chance. The ball did curl away from him slightly as well, and we take a deserved lead. And again, I was just looking at the fixtures. Linfield not playing on the same day as we are. They are still in Europe, of course, so they tend to play a day or so after us. But it doesn't matter as long as if we win every game this season, it really doesn't matter. We will win the league anyway. So we just have to keep doing what we're doing. And Alvarez into Messam, and now Kian Breckin into Osman, launches it forward. Luca Fletcher does pick it up, and he holds it up quite well, to be fair. And now Osman inside to Breckin. Again, back to Osman. They're just exchanging it between the two of them at the moment, but that's a great pass into Nione, and it's a thunderous strike, and they've had to change their goalkeeper because of injury, and Morrison was rooted to the spot, smashing off the crossbar there from Trey Nione. Half time, it's only 1-0, but again, we are the dominant side here. And we'll tell the lads not to get complacent. It is just a 1-goal advantage. And yes, we're dominant, but we need another goal to just secure things a bit. Osman has taken a knock, so Neveson He has played a few times at left midfield for us this season, but he's not really a winger, as we know. So we'll see how he gets on. Neverson into Brecken and now Nione into Alvarez. Rawdon back into Nione. Ward plays it in. Luca Fletcher, lovely control, simple finish. No offside there, I don't think either. It's 2-0, and that pretty much secures the 3 points. 26 games without defeat it'll be in the league now, including the back end of last season. It just came up at the bottom there to confirm that. And of course, 21 league wins in a row for this season. And again, I will utter the words. I think we could finish the season as invincible. It's going to come down to those games against Linfield, I think. But with the way that we played against them last time we played them, I feel reasonably confident. Here's Ogwuru into Ward, chance to square it. He doesn't. Instead, he struck it, and he actually hit the post from a very tight angle there. And it remains 2-0. But again, so dominant in terms of chance creation today. Norton Cuffy and Ward exchanging passes. Holds onto it, gets the cross in, lofts it in, and Luca Fletcher is there with the header. It went, I mean, there was 3 players challenging for it. Ogwuru and Neverson, incidentally, were there. And it's 3-0 now. And once again, we've made it a very comfortable day for us. And a couple of substitutions we have left, and we will make those momentarily, potentially. We'll just keep an eye on the fitness levels and see who drops first. And then we can make those changes. We've got options on the bench, of course. And to be fair, they're all holding on. Messam is the first to go, along with Norton Cuffy. We don't actually have another left-back option. Healy-Byrne can come on for Norton Cuffy. And we'll get Elliot Walker on as well for Luca Fletcher, who he was on a hat-trick, I know, but it's best to keep some of these lads as fresh as possible. Again, I don't mind the rotation that we've got in the squad. We should be absolutely fine. Messam with a delivery toward that far post, and Morrison punches clear. And Ward exchanging passes, finds Messam again. Oh, and it's a great hit. Again, I think it was Ryan Ward. And it's again off the outside of the post. And at 3-0, the job is done. And it's another clean sheet for Josh Keeley. Again, very comfortable results for us. The winning run goes on. And hopefully that will continue. There's no reason why it shouldn't with the way that we're playing. And in the next episode, we have our first cup final of the campaign. Osman is going to be out for a couple of weeks, which is a shame. They want a permanent deal for Fletcher. Yep, so do I. I don't think we'll get him in permanently somehow. Even if we do qualify for Europe, I don't think he would come to us. I would show you the cup game against Carrick Rangers, but they are in the league below us, and I feel that, again, same as the full running that we've had so far, it could be a bit of a massacre. So we'll just have the cup final in tomorrow's episode. Next week's episode, Monday, isn't it? I am recording in advance, which is why I just double checked that one. It's the Antrim Shield final. We're against Linfield. It's a big game. And then after that, we have another cup final against Glentoran and a Trust Trophy semi-final against Wraith Rovers. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.